Of Clippers owner Donald Sterling making racist remarks to his girlfriend is being investigated by the NBA. In the recording, the man believed to be Sterling questions his girlfriend about her association with minorities. TMZ reports that Sterling's girlfriend, who is black and Mexican, posted a picture of herself with Magic Johnson on Instagram, a photo that has since been removed. Here's a portion of that audio.
Why are you broadcasting?
I'm not broadcasting anything.
Pictures with minorities. Why?
What's wrong with minorities? What's wrong with black people?
Nothing.
What's wrong with
If
Hispanics?
they're talking to an enemy, there's nothing wrong with minorities. They're fabulous. Fabulous. Because you're an enemy to me.
Why?
Because you don't understand.
I don't understand what.
Nothing.
That racism still is alive?
No, but there's a culture.
What a
People steal certain things. Hispanics steal certain things towards blacks. Blacks steal certain things towards other groups.
Who am I disrespecting?
The world before you.
Why am I disrespecting them?
By walking, you perceive as either a Latina or a white girl. Why should you be walking publicly with black people? Why? Is there a benefit to you?
Is it a benefit to me? Does it matter if they're white or blue or yellow?
I guess that you don't know that. Maybe you're stupid. Maybe you don't know what people think of you. It does matter, yeah. It matters.
People call you and tell you that I have black people on my Instagram, and it bothers you.
Yeah, it bothers me a lot that you want to broadcast that you're associating with black people. You have to.
You associate with black people.
I'm not you and you're not me. You're supposed to be a delicate white or a delicate Latina girl.
I'm a mixed girl.
Okay. Well,
And you're in love with me. And I'm black and Mexican, whether you like it or not,
Okay.
whether the world accepts it or not. And you're asking me to remove something that's part of me and in my bloodstream because the world thinks different of me and you're afraid of what they're going to think because of your upbringing.
there's no negativity. I love everybody. I'm just saying, in your lousy Instagrams, you don't have to have yourself with walking with black people. You don't have to. If you want to, do it.
I saw someone I admire. I admire Magic Johnson.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
He's made a lot of changes for his community, for the world, for the people, for the minorities. He's helped a lot of people.
Why are you forcing this down my throat? I'm finished talking to you. I have nothing more to say.
And I took a picture with someone I admire.
Good.
And he happens to be black, and I'm sorry.
I think the fact that you admire him, I know him well, and he should be admired. And I'm just saying that it's too bad you can't admire him privately. And during your entire life, your whole life, admire him. Bring him here, feed him, him. I don't care. You can do anything. But don't put him on this event for the world has to see, so they have to call me. And don't bring him into my games, okay?
What's up, everybody? It's me, Adonusdadon, from behind the wheel, but it's not even my wheel. This is my girl's wheel. But I came outside real quick out my house because she's cooking breakfast, kids getting ready for church and all that. So I figured I'd step out here and pretty much give my output on the things that's going on as far as the Donald Sterling's comments, racist comments. Now, this shouldn't come to a surprise to anyone. Only difference between him and a lot of white guys that's walking around here is that he's a white guy with a lot of money that has a lot of media exposure according to everything he says. A lot of black people are in the uproar and they acting shocked that a white man said this, a white man in his position said this. Well, this is a white man who owns a team, who pays players. They are his employees. He's an employer. Can you automatically say that the white man you work behind isn't racist at all? See, this guy has a lot of money. He's in a position where he basically, like I said, he's buying these players to entertain people for him to bring him in more money. The guy who you work for can't necessarily say these kind of comments because he's not in a position of ownership. He's probably not in a position of being the manager in the job he has. So if he says these things, they can probably just let him go. But Donald Sterling owns his team, so they can't just let him go. Magic Johnson tweeted that he's not going to attend any more games. A lot of other black people said they're not going to attend any of the games. I would like to see if all black people can actually come together, since you have a problem with what he said, and not go to the games. I feel bad for the black teammates that have to play for him, but that is a paycheck for them. I can't necessarily tell someone not to go make their money, by boycotting. And plus, the guys who play for him, they all want to win championships too. So it's a lot of things they have to think about when they go out there as well. And as far as his girlfriend, this is something like back in the slave day. Even though she's mixed with black and Mexican, the black part of her, even though she knows this man has a problem with minorities, mainly blacks, I would like to see if she sticks around, which she will, because it's for the money, because we know that she's not attractive to him. If you see her, she's a nice looking woman. She's not attractive to that man, sexual or anything like that. She's attracted to him because he's rich. But this goes back to, like I said, the slave days, where the master sleeps with the black women, but hates the black men. But the black women have no problem sleeping with him. All the slave women wasn't raped. A lot of them were willing participants, even though they knew the white man couldn't stand the black man. So I like to see how she reacts to it, because from what I've seen, she just pretty much was trying to get him to understand that times have changed. But you're speaking to a man that's from back in the day. Like I said, this man age range, which I don't know, but I'm going to guess between the ages of 60, probably to about 80. He's most likely going to be racist, because that's the time he's brought up in. Not all of them are racist, but he's most likely going to be racist in that time. And the black men too, because white people aren't the only ones that's racist. White people are mainly the ones who have the power in their racism, which means they have the power to employ you, hire you, or fire you with their racism. They have the power to help you get a house or whatnot. They have the power to help you get a car. That's how their racism takes place. They have the power to arrest you or to put you in jail, because they hold all these positions. When a black man is racist, he's just venting. He's just pissed. He's not going to do too many other things. I mean, they both can commit hate crimes, but when it comes to society and trying to own things, the white man racism is more grand, if I will say that. So what I'm saying, you can't be surprised that this man said these things like this, because of his age range and the way he was brought up. And at a certain point, it kind of gets instilled in him. It's pretty much locked in. And he probably raised a lot of his kids to be like this, because racism is slowly dying. It's not dead, because you have guys like this who raise kids and bring up other kids and to believe in everything that he's believed in, because he's their first voice. Just because you see white people smiling at you and hanging around you don't mean they don't go to the confines of their own home and have a problem with you. I mean, there are some white people out here who aren't racist at all, but there are some that act like they aren't racist, and they still have to hide it whenever they're around black people, because, let's say, work environment, things like that. Like I said, black people are the same too. All black people don't like white people. There are black people that can't stand white people. But since they work under white people, they have to smile with white people every day. And they might get home and have a problem with white people and say all types of things about white people. So we can't be surprised that a white man said this. He was just caught saying it. But if he was around real black people, he wouldn't have said it. As you can look some of the photos, he shakes hands with some of the black players. Byron Davis just pretty much said that this man acts crazy. And when he was used to play with them, he used to say all kinds of crazy things while he was practicing. This report came out a couple of weeks ago before the comments were made. So this man obviously has an issue. But when a man put $1 million in your pocket every day, you have a choice to make. And a lot of these guys are going to pick the money versus the actual morals of actually playing with this guy. I don't know. I mean, you can tell me your thoughts. I mean, I have white friends that I don't feel that are racist. But I also have white people who I work behind that I kind of feel like if we went at work, they'll tell me how they really felt. You know, so I'm not shocked that he said it. I think a lot of white guys would say that with the same thing he said if they had the money and the power, because when you're rich, you can afford to be the way you really are. A lot of people fake because they don't have the money to do the things that they do. So you give me your comments. Let me know what you think. Do I feel like everybody should boycott the games as long as he's owner? That's up to you. You know, because he said it, you heard him say it, so you can go with that one. But he's not the only guy of that position that's probably racist. He's just the only one that was caught this time. Anyway, that's pretty much my thing right there. If you let me know if you think the female is wrong for staying with him. You think she should stick with him because of the money, or the fact that you know he obviously has a problem with black people? Well, he say minorities, but we all know what that really means. Blacks and Mexicans, which she is black and Mexican. Let's see if she leaves him, or what she do like the black woman did back in the day and be happy that Massa is sleeping with them and killing their men. Anyway, I guess I'll leave it at that. Adonusdadon, I'm out.